Do you hear that? That's the sound of every single last one of my friends who didn't have a Switch picking one up. That's what this presentation just did. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, this is the ElectricVideoGamer, and I'm here to talk about Nintendo's E3 presentation, Day 3, which is all Nintendo all the time. As you know, I like Nintendo. I really like Nintendo. And I love a bunch of Nintendo games. It really depends on the ones, of course, because I didn't really get into them until later on. Like when they put Sonic and Smash Brothers, that was when I started getting more into Nintendo, because I was like, oh, this character's nice, let me play this game. Oh, this character's nice, let me play this game. And they kind of started making a Nintendo fan out of me. That being said, you guys who like PlayStation and Xbox with your pitchforks and your pistols, put them down. Put them down. Ratchet and Clank was my favorite game of 2016. I love Uncharted. I'm still waiting for another Fusion Frenzy, and Battletoads has me excited. So, I just love gaming. Whatever system you play on, I just love gaming. So don't get your panties in a knot, basically. Alright. But now that I'm done damage controlling, let's move on. Nintendo's E3 presentation. Oh boy. Here's the thing. And I've seen a lot of people talk about this, and I'm kind of in agreement. Taking in everything that we got from this, especially Smash Brothers, like when you take in the fact, if you're a big Smash Brothers fan, and you take in the fact that a lot of this was dedicated to Smash Brothers, and the Smash Brothers we got was this Smash Brothers, then yeah, this was a 10 out of 10 fantastic, flawless Nintendo Direct. But if you don't have interest in Smash Brothers, or just not much interest in Smash Brothers, then I can see this Direct being very lackluster to those people. Of course, setting your expectations really high for this is a mistake. Setting your expectations high for anything was a mistake. I didn't do it for PlayStation. I kind of did it for Nintendo, though. And that can kind of dampen the mood a little bit. I'm thinking, oh, they're going to talk about Animal Crossing. They might talk about Pikmin. They'll announce Mario Party, which they did. They did announce Mario Party. Super Mario Party is awesome. But, you know, it wasn't a bunch. They mostly focused on this year. And the stuff they announced last year, Bill Trinen said that it was more or less a fluke because they wanted to show what's ahead for their brand new game system. Which I kind of understand. Kind of do. Because let's be real, they probably wouldn't have sold a lot of Switches if they didn't announce a Pokemon. That Pokemon was moving on to Switch, or that Metroid Prime 4 was coming. So I can see that as a smart business move. It sucks because we obviously weren't going to hear about Metroid Prime 4 for a while, but I mean, what can you do? So let's talk about what they had. I'll say Smash Brothers for last because I will talk forever about Smash Brothers. So, starting off, we got this mecha game made by the directors for Armored Core, which I actually know nothing about, but this mecha game looks awesome. It's called Daemon X Machina. At the time of recording, during their Nintendo Treehouse, they actually did a little gameplay demo of Daemon X Machina, and it's, at least to me, who's never been known the Armored Core series, it looks like Xenoblade Chronicles X 2. I'm gonna be real, it looks like Xenoblade Chronicles X. Except way more action based. So that definitely interests me quite a bit. Of course, it's slated for 2019. I mean, what can you do? It's fine. Then they announced, I don't remember, this isn't particular order, but they also announced what I have been looking forward to personally, Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'll be real, I didn't quite get the whole story elements, but I saw the graphics, the high quality graphics for this console Fire Emblem game and how it plays and how it looks a lot more like a real-time strategy. That and you got armies with your characters. It looks really good. And it seems like there's some sort of hub world that you can explore as well, and then talk to your units and maybe get some training with them. That is awesome. No information on local multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure it'll be there. It's the Switch after all. And of course, no info on it being a waifu simulator, no marriage or supports kind of stuff, unless the supports is the training, or training is part of supports. But yeah, nothing on that. It was fairly vague, and they talked about some story beats. However, I did not understand it. It was fully voiced in Japanese, so I didn't quite understand it. Plus, I'll be real, this will be my first Fire Emblem game, so I kind of want to go in not knowing anything. Unfortunately, I'm going to have a longer time to wait because, unlike what I predicted, it's coming out spring 2019. So it has been delayed to 2019. And as a side note, so has Yoshi for the Nintendo Switch. Yoshi has been delayed to 2019. So that's... Nintendo's broken their no delay streak with the Switch thus far. So now predictions are kind of out there, because they could probably delay a game at any point in time. So we'll have to see. But yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses looks awesome. It sucks that I'm going to have to wait until 2019, but I mean, what can you do? And then, of course, the big one that wasn't Smash Brothers, Super Mario Party. I predicted Mario Party. If you see my predictions, I did predict Mario Party 11. But I didn't think it would come this soon. I didn't think it would be the October game. And most of all, I had hoped, but I didn't think they would actually return to form. Yes, this Super Mario Party is a complete reboot of the Mario Party series. That's what the description says. It is a reboot. On top of that, or what that implies, is that it's classic Mario Party. You walk around these boards, the boards have board events, you get coins for mini games, you pay for stars that you find on the board. The mini games can be 4-player, 1 versus 3, 2v2, battle mini games are back. It is Mario Party. Pure, unadulterated, without the car, Mario Party. And you don't know how happy I am about that. So, that is a must-buy for me. That is an absolute must-buy for me. I cannot wait for Super Mario Party. And Bowser's playable in this one, so there probably won't be Bowser events. And I'm guessing DK might be as well, so there probably won't be DK events either. What'd be nice is if you could toggle them on and off, and the payoff would be you couldn't play as DK or Bowser. That would actually be pretty nice. Or they could just replace them with different characters, like a Funky Kong event and a Dry Bowser event. I'd let that pass. Funky Kong. But yeah, Super Mario Party, super excited. I can't wait to see more. I want to see what other boards there are. I want to see what other characters they've got. They've shown quite a few, but I just want to see more. It looks so awesome, and I want to see what other modes they have, because they have this mode where you connect, if you have multiple switches, you can connect the switches. They call it Toad's Garage or something, where you connect the switches and then you play mini games based on having multiple switches. That is awesome. That is fantastic. I'm glad it's its own mode and not linked to the Mario Party anyway. But I want to see some more as well. I want to see some other modes get in there. I don't think that it's a bad thing to have the car in the game as long as the main Mario Party is there. So now that we know that the main Mario Party is there, maybe put the car in as a side mode. There's nothing wrong with extra content. That's the way I see it. Even if it's something you don't like, there's nothing wrong with extra content. The problem is when it's your only content, like Smash Tour versus Smash Run. We had Smash Tour and it sucked, but we didn't have a Smash Run to counteract it. You get what I'm saying? So, that's that. And then they did a sizzle reel. Well, actually, first of all, they revealed Fortnite on its own, which was crazy. I mean, not necessarily crazy. There were leaks. It was data mined. We all knew it was coming. And we knew it was coming day of because of those data mines. And it's funny, as soon as Paladins was revealed, and it was revealed that it was coming day of, and now, you know, the 12th as well, everybody backpedaled on Fortnite, like, oh, well, Fortnite can't come out at the same time as Paladins. It would cannibalize it. And I'm probably the only one thinking, they don't care. They're going to release whatever the crap they want. And sure enough, they did. They released day of. So I guess rip Paladins? I don't know. But yeah. So Fortnite release day of. I got it downloaded on Switch, so be sure to look out for a video on that. It will be the next new plays. I might as well just spoil it here now. It will be the next new play, so have fun watching me suffer. Huh. Anywho, then they talked about some indie games. They revealed Overcooked. They revealed Overcooked 2, I should say, which looks pretty fun. It looks like more Overcooked. I still haven't gotten the first Overcooked. It looks like I won't need to anymore if I get 2. Killer Queen Black, which is an arcade jousting game. It used to be 5v5, now it's 4v4. You gotta take out the Queen Bee. And then finally, the game that a lot of people have been waiting for, Hollow Knight, which released day of. Look at that. 3 games released that day. Paladins, Fortnite, and Hollow Knight. Fortnite, of course, was free, so it definitely had an edge, but Hollow Knight, at time of recording, Hollow Knight shot to the top of the eShop download list. So, good on you, Hollow Knight. And sorry, Paladins. Rip Paladins. I'm kidding. Paladins will be just fine, especially once it goes free to play. Anywho, now they also had a sizzle reel that showed a bunch of different games that were coming out later on. Some indies, some other developers. They showed Dragon Ball FighterZ finally confirmed, which in case you didn't know, I think by the time they announced Killer Queen Black or Overcooked 2, that one leaked list that they had of the show 4 stuff, yeah, that was real. That was 100%, 1000% real. I knew it was real the moment I saw it, because I'm like, this is crazy enough and yet safe enough to be real. Sure enough, it was. So we saw Fighter Z, or Fighters, or however you would pronounce it, Ark Survival Evolved, The World Ends With You Final Remix, Splatoon, Octo Expansion, Octopath Traveler. I already said The World Ends With You, but that's just to name a few. There was quite a few games in that sizzle reel, and it's kind of hard to keep up with all of them. Some of them had release dates, some of them got updated release windows, like The World Ends With You, which got fall release window. So, too many games. And once that was over, it was time for Smash. Super Smash Bros. Got the bulk of this presentation, which again, if you're into Smash Bros., fantastic. If you're not into Smash Bros., I'm sorry. But what's special about this Smash Bros., Sakurai delivered once again, because what's super special about the Super Smash Bros. Is, as the tagline says, everyone is here. Every single character who has ever been playable in any Super Smash Bros. Game is in this game and is fully playable, has a full moveset, and is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Except Bayonetta, because Bayonetta is OP and will forever be OP because her game is OP. But let's leave that alone. The point is, everyone is back. And this is what I was alluding to when the intro came up. I have a bunch of friends who don't have a Switch, but are into Nintendo games more or less, but mostly Smash Brothers. They like the Mario Party, they like the Mario Kart. Zelda does interest them, but they weren't keen on getting a Switch quite yet. But now the Smash Brothers came out, and I know quite a few of my friends love Snake. Solid Snake. And they didn't even have an interest in the Smash Brothers when Snake was dropped. Guess what? Solid Snake returns. And my friends are now going to get Switches. It's pretty much guaranteed at this point. So, yeah. My Splatoon squad is finally going to come together. They're going to have to get the game at some point. But who cares? My Splatoon squad's coming together. Yeah. So, yes. This Smash Brothers has every single character who's ever existed in any Smash Brothers. Inklings were shown off, which was awesome. They went into detail about different changes and different fighters. Like Link has his remote bombs now. Zelda has her Link Between Worlds look. Who else? There were some other changes as well. Like Kirby's got a chest for his stone ability now, as one of his stone transformations. A lot of the stuff was just little things, and that's kind of the stuff. That's some of the stuff that you really appreciate about Smash Brothers. I wouldn't say it's great to focus on in an E3 Direct, especially now that you have a blog on the website, but it was still pretty good. I still enjoyed it. And of course, they talked about Echo Fighters, which are basically, let's be real, they're clones. Clones of the different characters that have slight differences, enough of a slight difference to be its own separate character. And they announced a new Echo Fighter, which was Princess Daisy, of all people. Princess Daisy is Peach's Echo Fighter, and I never saw it coming. Memory Man is very happy right now, probably. But no, there's no probably about it. That man is, I haven't seen him anywhere. He's probably still screaming. So, yes, Daisy is a playable character in Super Smash Brothers. Before Waluigi, I should mention. I'm so sorry for everyone who loves Waluigi. It's okay though. He's in Mario Party. You at least have that. But yeah, wait till he gets his own game, because believe it or not, Daisy does have her own game. Yes, the Mario Land series. Just in case you weren't informed. Mario Land, Daisy's games. Okay? Waluigi has no games. So, wait for him to get his own game, and then he'll stand a chance. I'm still hoping for him to be, I'm still hoping for Waluigiware versus WarioWare. So, we'll see. But, that's beside the point. Enough pity for the Waluigi fans. Yeah, they showed off all the different characters, all the different changes, different assist trophies, which, by the way, Bomberman. Bomberman's an assist trophy. It's mildly disappointing, but at the same time, I can't be upset that he's there. The fact that he's there is more than what I could have asked for. I'm glad that Bomberman is even there. And it shows that Konami is going to be a part of this game, probably a heavier part. Especially with Snake being playable again, and then Bomberman being a assist trophy. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Simon Belmont in here. I'm holding my breath on whether he's playable, but I don't really have too much reason to doubt. Because what's special about this is whenever we see Smash Ultimate next, which by the way, that's the name of the game. I don't know if I've said that. But Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the name of this game, and it is fantastic name choice. I never would have saw that coming, but it's perfect. But back to what I was saying. Every time they show this game now, in the future, until its release, it's going to be a new character. We don't have to worry about which veterans are coming back. They will show new characters from now on. And they also streamlined the unlocking process, so while we may know of every single character in this game before it releases, we won't have every single one. They said the roster may be as small as the Smash 64 roster, which was only 8 characters starting out, 12 once you unlock them all. This game has over 65 characters. Over 65 characters. And that's not including the Echo characters. The Echo Fighters, the clones. So you might have to unlock over 50 up to 60 different characters in this game. That's crazy. That sounds like so much fun. That will keep me playing for a while. Okay. But yeah. They showed some more stuff, like some technical stuff such as the directional air dodge, which I'm not a professional Smash Bros. Player, not by any means, and I don't really have that much interest in the competitive community. But directional air dodge is just a really good thing to add to this game. It's going to help with a lot of recoveries. Like I saw how they had Little Mac in the demo. They had Little Mac use it to recover. That's going to help like a lot of people who play characters with bad recoveries get back. So Little Mac, Cloud, Ike, they're going to be a lot more viable now because of directional air dodge, and I appreciate it personally. It makes everyone more fun to play. Parrying is in the game with Perfect Shield. I saw how it was demonstrated, and I'm blown away. That's awesome. Yeah, just a bunch of small little changes that are fun. Of course, one of my favorites is going to be the little sparkle. You got to pay attention to who has the sparkle, because that means they're in the lead in a 4v4, which means, yeah, get ganged up on. They're going to die. Every last one of them. But yeah. Showed the Inklings off some more. And they're pretty much exactly as I predicted. They use different weapons to do their different attacks. They don't just use the splatter shot. They have rollers, they have blasters, they have slosher and the ink brush. No charger, surprisingly. I was sure the charger would be a part of it, but that's fine. I didn't like the charger anyway. No Tenderbrella either. Kind of sucks, but it's fine. And Final Smash is the Killer Whale, which I didn't see coming. I thought for sure it was going to be the Ink Strike or the Ink Zuka. But they got rid of transforming Final Smashes altogether. So no more Supersonic just moseying on around. Instead he just flies at lightning speed, which honestly looks cooler. And no more Wario Man jumping and clapping up every 10 seconds. Or every... not 10 seconds. Every millisecond. He was so fast. But yeah. It's honestly pretty good. Yeah, the Final Smashes get straight to the point. Landmaster's retired. All of that. And man, it's just an amazing game. And they decided to make it even more amazing. Sakurai first said their focus is on bringing all of the characters back. So he's hoping that we're not expecting too many characters. And honestly, it's fine. If you're bringing every single character back, you're fine, Sakurai. Just add who you can add in the time, and then if you want to do DLC, you do you. Just don't overdo it. Please don't overdo it. I'm worried about you, man. I appreciate what you've given us, but just take care of yourself too. But of course, they had to give us that one more thing. And guess what that one more thing was? Brand new character. One that nobody expected. One that we thought we would never see playable because Sakurai said he never would be. Huh. It's almost like he trolls all the time. And he gave us the biggest troll ever with Ridley. Ridley from Metroid is a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is indeed the ultimate Super Smash Bros. Game because Ridley is a playable character. Needless to say, I'm excited. I am super excited. I was never really vying for Ridley. I was kind of indifferent. But the fact that they did add him after all this time of saying, yeah, we're not going to add him. Boy. You can't imagine how happy I am about that. This just means that it opens the door for a lot of other characters. Unfortunately, quite a few are deconfirmed as they are assist trophies. Like Waluigi, Lyn, Bomberman, Crystal, Takamaru. It's rather unfortunate. It really is. Knuckles is an assist trophy as well, so it's rather unfortunate, but I mean, this does open the door for a lot of other characters, and I'm super excited to see what we get. There are assist trophies that we haven't seen yet. For example, Isabelle, Shadow. We don't know where they are, so we'll have to keep an eye out. We'll see. Either way, I mean, it was a fantastic showing of Smash Brothers, and even after the direct ended, they did some more announcements, such as the release date for the Octo expansion, which was the next day. At time of recording, it should be out by now, which is why I need to finish this so I can go play it. And beyond that, they also announced, I forgot to mention this, Xenoblade. In the direct, they showed the Xenoblade expansion, the Torna storyline, which I'm super excited for. They're actually selling it standalone as well, but it'll be there for the expansion pass. And speaking of the expansion pass, there is a battle. There's like a battle mode, or like a challenge mode, I should say. And guess who drops in to help you out with the challenge mode? I'll give you a hint. This is the Monado's power. I'm really feeling it. Yeah, that's right. Shulk. Shulk and Fiora are blades. Will assist you as blades in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Oh my goodness. That made this my E3, honestly. That made Nintendo win in my heart. Like, Smash Bros. Ultimate already kind of pushed them up, but seeing Shulk and Fiora in Xenoblade 2, that just made them win in my heart. I'm just so happy about that. And I can't wait to boot that up too, because that comes out on Friday. Yes, Shulk and Fiora and the challenge mode will be in the game on Friday. I literally have too much to play between that, Fortnite, and the Octo expansion. I have too much to play now. And then Mario Tennis comes out in a week, and then Crash Bandicoot comes out soon, along with Sonic Mania Plus, and Octopath Traveler, and Captain Toad. This summer is busy. This summer is so busy for me, and I can't wait. But if you owned a Wii U, and you owned every game on the Wii U, or you didn't have an interest in Smash Brothers, then I can see why this E3 may have been lackluster to you. So, let me go ahead and give Nintendo a grade. personally, my personal grade, 10.5 out of 10. Like, they gave me what I wanted. Super Smash Brothers, the greatest Super Smash Brothers, with all the characters I pretty much want. And maybe one I don't, but don't worry about that. And of course, what gave them that 0.5 was Shulk and Fiora. I was going to give them just a plain old 10, but then they announced Shulk and Fiora, and I was just like, yeah, that's a 10.5 actually. So there's that. But objectively, going by what they've announced, they announced quite a few games for this year. Quite a few. Super Mario Party, Smash Brothers Ultimate looks like the perfect Smash Brothers. Mario Party looks like a return to form Mario Party. Daemon X Machina, Fire Emblem, both look good, but unfortunately they've been slated for next year. But on the flip side, they had a bunch of games that released today, and then even more games that are releasing later on. And the Switch's portability cannot be discounted for that. So honestly, I feel they had a pretty solid showing, and mitigating any expectations, like disregarding any expectations on like a Animal Crossing or like any expectation of anything that wasn't confirmed, like an Animal Crossing or more info on Metroid Prime 4 or Bayonetta 3 or yeah, any of that. I would say they get a solid 8.5 because what they showed was fairly strong, and they did showcase quite a few taste of things for next year, which next year is already looking pretty packed actually, between Fire Emblem, Daemon X Machina, Pokemon Gen 8, potentially Metroid Prime 4, potentially Bayonetta 3, Yoshi. That next year is looking pretty beefy so far. That being said, they do get docked points for the fact that Fire Emblem and Yoshi were delayed, because I know I said something about expectations, but those games were promised for 2018. Metroid Prime 4 was not promised for 2018, and Animal Crossing hasn't even been mentioned. So, and Pikmin 4 hasn't really been talked about either. They never gave it. It's never been officially revealed, so it's fine. I would say 8.5 is a solid grade for them. If you're a big Nintendo fan, I can understand why you rate it lower or higher if you're a big Smash Brothers fan. But yeah, I'd say solid 8.5, honestly. So, given that, who's the winner of E3? Well, I say we are. Between games like Jump Force, Halo Infinite, Battletoads, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, Resident Evil 2, Mario Party, Smash Ultimate, Daemon X Machina, and many, many, many more games announced. I think the gamers win this one. The gamers honestly do win this one. It's not the greatest E3 that's ever been done, but gamers win. We get to play a bunch of games, and it gets to be so much fun, especially for next year, because next year is when a lot of these games will be releasing. So look forward to that. Honestly, I'm just so happy to be someone who loves video games, and I want you guys to join me in that love, in that excitement. But of course, that's it for now. This video is going long, and I want to play the Octo expansion. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you carried through with all 3 days, thank you very much. Leave a like if you enjoyed these videos, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And don't forget to leave your thoughts on E3 if you want to, on each of these videos or on this one in particular. Leave your thoughts on Nintendo's E3 and E3 as a whole. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.